Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? guys. We are getting some very, very interesting information these week's episodes for me, anyway. I'm always kind of late on the second show that I'm going to post today, but overall, we are seeing our little Missy's first true rival. Holy crap. I'm dying in my mind the whole episode of just seeing her, like, trying to figure out what she should do to, like, be in a better position against this girl, but then going to school and completely having someone just, absolutely shoot down your confidence even lower doesn't really help, so absolutely was dying this week seeing her pout and, always hide what she's really feeling and stuff like that until, he was gone, uh, being Dale and stuff. So, I don't know. I feel like this show definitely is one that's gonna be easy for them to just like slam dunk another season because as of now, they were talking about like 10 years in the future within last week's episode, and they really didn't do that, but they did skip like what, 1 or 2 months just now, so it's not really that clear like how many times there will be these jumps. And not only that, seeing Dale come back and the mage girl isn't with them. What if she's been taken out? Latina sent some dark spirits. No, I'm just joking, but I highly doubt anything happened to her and she just didn't need to return back to that area after the mission was complete or something along those lines, or she just didn't want to be jealous anymore of how clingy he is to her. But there was something said that gave me the notion that there should be a season 2, or that everything that they're kind of doing right now is pointing in that direction. So with Dale being pretty optimistic about him dying sooner or later, it makes perfect sense seeing how her being a different race and being, a demon race that have much longer lifespans, just like this woman who's an elf, I believe, or something along those lines. Wow, Luffy still hit him. I appreciate you. But to know that whatever is, her idea of you shouldn't be with her, or her advice, I'm just gonna restart it so you guys get some more fighting in. It's sad to know that overall she could have been, with somebody and enjoyed herself, but to know that if that person was human, they just don't. Excuse me, I was about to yawn in your ear. I'm not gonna do that to you. Elves just don't get to live out a full, fulfilled life that they would want to with a human because of our lifespans compared to theirs, which is another, like, deep cut of, what humans actually are, and they're really just playing on, real life. And we assume we know how long fairies can live, right? We assume we know how their lifespans and everything else like that works in these fantasy worlds because we can make them up as we go because it's their creation, it's their story. But to know that, she was, I mean, in natural, usually, all parents go before their kids. So to think that it would be surprising to her that, he's going away from old age, she's Latina's growing up so much that I don't think it would matter too much in the case of her knowing about this. It would probably make her want to, spend even more time with him and do more things that sound exciting and just out there instead of just, letting this time go by. So I'm really interested in seeing if that's kind of where they're going with this, is he has already kind of shown the fact that he's like, okay, if I do wind up dying, would you, see her? Would you talk to her, hang out with her? Because the reason why I think he asked her to do it and stuff is, sure, he does go out on adventures and fight ridiculous, like, powerful monsters and stuff, but at the same time, if he believes he's going to live that long, that means everybody at his age or older is already going to be gone. Like, they're either already going to be gone or they're just going to be very, very old. And she still might be like in her, not even, I was going to say youth, but she might be in her prime. She might be a full blown woman and trying to, only people she has left are very old humans because they've aged, and probably Rudy would be around almost Dale's age or older, and that would kind of put another stamp to solidify like how slow she's aging compared to others. And other than that, how she kind of adopted being small from her mom, and not being small by just being short in stature, but being small in stature. So that was a very interesting conversation for our soon-to-be father to have. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the show is trying to put quite a bit of real elements within it, and I like that. It's just that how much are they actually going to allow that to happen and play out is the question for me. I also know from just watching these couple of episodes, or like not couple of episodes, but from just the overall consensus of the fans and stuff that watch this show, for some reason they're just, I think they're all just reactionaries, like a lot of people who've already read or skipped along or just looked for the overall summary are, they're just looking for other people to react certain ways and whatnot. So I don't think you're gonna get that reaction from this channel. um, I mean, to me, I think it's not as bad as people are gonna make it, because not only did he pick her up as like a guardian, someone who's just been there, but they're also setting this up to make it so whenever she grows up and becomes like a certain age, it's going to come off weird for her to be dating the same, or want to marry, or whatever the case is, falling in love with the same person that saved you, because she's already admitted it this episode that she's in love with Dale. So if this whole lifespan thing is true, then clearly she's probably gonna keep growing up as quickly as she has and maturing quickly as she has, but at the same time Dale is going to age faster. Like, he's going to not age faster, but his life, when he gets to his age, he might not be able to do as much as he used to be able to do, or he can, but it just brings him pain when he does so, or something. I don't know. It feels weird that they're having that idea in the back of his mind to be so like surreal, in a world where fantasy and monsters roam around. They're like, well, by the way, I still have a normal human lifespan. It's like, oh, you guys haven't figured that thing out? Like, you guys are using magic just for water. Like, you haven't figured out better ways. I mean, but look at his grandma. So she's been going for quite a while, but the grandpa has passed away. So maybe women just live naturally longer in this world or something along the, I don't know. We'll see. I definitely will check out season 2 and see how it's gonna like go overall, like how the story narrative is gonna take place, because that might overall sway me back in if they're gonna do like a time skip, or if we're gonna understand what's going on in her town. Stuff like that would keep me pretty interested in it overall. But If not, let me know what you guys are going to do with this show. You're going to keep up with it? Are you going to go read the manga or light novels if there are any? So, with all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you next time. We lost another show. Oh, it's so sad. But that just means more shows are coming. Let's get it. Peace. GG.